Hey, Mama. So, you heard me talk a lot about how collaborations have been such a game changer for me this year. I've shared in various episodes about how I've been leveraging collaborations and the results I've had with these various collaborations. So, today I am breaking down three types of non social media collaborations that you can leverage and increase your visibility as a busy mompreneur. Let's jump into today's episode. Hey, Mama. Welcome to the Mama Turn Mompreneur podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Singletary, a wife, mama of two, and former virtual assistant turned podcast strategist and producer. This is a podcast for the mama who is burnt out trying to build her business on social media. You're tired of putting in so much time and energy marketing your business on social media only to hear crickets and barely get any engagement on your posts. You don't have time to waste as a busy mama, and you need an effective way to generate leads for your business. Well, Mama, you're in the right place. On this podcast, I will be giving you the inside scoop on how to create a podcast that generates consistent leads for your business on autopilot, mixed in with some mompreneur hacks and tips for growing your business as a busy mama. So grab your coffee, your notebook and pen, put in those earbuds, and let's dive in. Okay, y'all, I am so giddy right now. So, when my husband took the kids and they went to go meet his mom and brother for pizza, and this is the first time since I don't know when I've had the place completely to myself and it's been quiet. I'm not even recording in the closet. I'm sitting up to my desk recording and everything. It just feels so good. So I'm taking advantage of this time and recording the remainder of my podcast episodes for the month of November. So that way I have everything done and I don't have to focus on that. I can start thinking about December and getting ahead. I'm just on cloud nine right now, y'all. It feels so good. And if you can relate as a mom, you get it. Having those rare moments where you are completely by yourself. I'm talking about husband gone, dog is gone, everybody is gone. It is such a rare occasion. But okay, getting back on topic, we're talking about collaborations and specifically non-social media collaborations. And so these have honestly been some of my favorite ways to build my business. And I feel like a lot of times collaborations are often forgotten or overlooked opportunities. Now, I've talked about some of the ways I've been leveraging collaborations this year in episodes 99, 103, and 106, and I will make sure to link those in the show notes. But I really wanted to dive more into three types of non-social media collaborations that I've had great success with, why they're effective for increasing your visibility, and where you can actually find these types of opportunities. Now, I didn't include podcast guesting in this episode because I felt like it needed its own episode. So that we talked about last week. So you can check out episodes 110 and 111 to learn more about podcast guesting and how to really get started with pitching yourself to be on podcasts. Also, if you're looking to start leveraging collaborations in 2024 to increase your visibility, build your brand awareness, and grow your community with your ideal clients, I am dropping something special just for Black Friday. So you're not going to want to miss out on this. And you can get on the waitlist. So head on over to mamaturnmompreneur.com/Black Friday waitlist to hop on the Black Friday waitlist. The mamas on the waitlist are getting some amazing bonuses, so you don't want to miss out. Okay, so let's talk about the three types of collaborations that are non-social media. So these are collaborations outside of social media. So the first one is bundles. Now, you've heard me talk a lot about bundles. Kylie Kelly, breaks it down in her interview back in episode 77. But I really wanted to talk about it a little bit more because I've been able to host my own and participate in bundles. So bundles are amazing in that you really can get specific in targeting a specific group of people. Now, there are some bundles where they are very broad. They will say all online service providers, coaches, like they're not as specific. But there are many that they really focus in on a specific group. So, using my bundle as an example, the social media detox bundle, I focused on one, mom business owners who are online service providers, coaches. They maybe like have courses, digital products, but specifically these were mom business owners who were burnt out on social media or were feeling that they weren't getting enough traction in their business by relying solely on social media. And they wanted to know, what are the other options? What are other ways that I could grow my business that feels good to me, that isn't draining, that is going to work for me, that's going to be effective for me and really fit my current season of life. And so that is the beauty of bundles. So if you want to sign up and participate in a bundle, the nice thing is that the only thing you have to do that'll be required of you is you have to create whatever your contribution is. Now, for the contribution, this cannot be a freebie that you have readily available on your website or that you've been using to grow your audience. You want it to be something that is high value, something that either you're currently selling, you maybe plan to sell in the future, something that is really high valuable. So you have to create whatever that is. You also have to create a landing page for it. So basically, when people sign up for the bundle and they come across your gift, they'll click on the link and it'll take them to that landing page where all they'll have to do is put in their name and their email to access it. Now, I know some of you guys use Thrivecart, so you can set it up in Thrivecart too, especially if it's something that you already have as a paid resource. You would just want to set it up so that way either they put in a coupon code so that they can get it for free, or set it up so that that coupon code is already input. And so when they go to it, it's going to show up as $0. Some other places you may be able to do it. I know Podia is an option as well. You can set it up so that whatever the resource, like especially if it's like a course or something like that, you can set it up where it's free. So basically, you create this high value gift or contribution that falls within the theme of the bundle. You set up your landing page, or like I said, Thrivecart, whatever you're using, so that way people can access it for free. And then the bundle host is going to provide you with swipe copy. So email swipe copy and social media swipe copy and graphics. And usually I've seen from the bundles I participated in, they ask for you to send anywhere from 1 to 2 solo emails to your list about the bundle and then post on your social media. So whether that's to your feed or your stories, just sharing about it, promoting the bundle, right? And basically after that, like when the bundle goes live, they're going to go to the gift page that the host created, pick out, the contributions that speak to them or that, they really need, sign up for it. And basically you'll just see throughout that week of the bundle when it's live, your email list grows. Now, something to think about with this is that you want to make sure again that it's high value, but also really like being clear on your messaging when you're describing your gift contribution. So thinking about who the target audience is and really thinking about like what is the thing that they want, that they need, that you're able to offer them through this contribution you're providing. So you want to make that clear, because if you don't, if it's like, I'm not sure if this is what I need, or if it just seems like it's not going to help them, or if it confuses them, they're not going to sign up for your gift. And this is something I had to learn. Like when I first started participating in bundles, my messaging was kind of off. And so I didn't see as high of conversions. Since then, like I'm participating in a bundle right now, and I believe I just checked yesterday. And basically, the conversions. So, like, basically, you're able to see the number of people who visited the landing page and then how many people actually signed up. It's like a 92% conversion. And that's not even industry standards. Industry standards are much lower than that. So it's because I really got clear on my messaging and I'm speaking to my ideal clients and what they actually want, and making it clear in that description of my contribution. I'm seeing those higher conversions. So that's something you want to think about as you're putting together your gift for, the contribution for the bundle you're going to participate in. Now, hosting your own bundle, I talked all about that back in episode 99. But the nice thing is that you're leveraging your collaboration. So basically, the other people who are going to contribute to your bundle. And because you are the host, you get access to everyone's email. So everyone who signs up, you get their email. So you can get more visible that way because you're getting more like in front of everybody else's audience. But because you are the host, everybody is going to know who you are because you're setting up the gift page and you can do it in a way that highlights you. So, for instance, when I set up my gift page for my bundle, I highlighted my podcast and I made sure to have, some information about me, like who I am. Actually, I think on the registration page, I had like a little section about me, like who is the mama behind this bundle or something like that. And so all of these people are coming to my website. They're registering for my bundle. So they're going to get exposed to me. And also, after they signed up, they got a little welcome email that again reintroduced who I am, gave them the link to the gift page and all of that. And so again, it's boosting your visibility. You're getting in front of other people's audiences. So that is why like bundles, I feel like are kind of like number one up there for collaborations and really using them to increase your visibility and grow your community. Whether you're hosting them or participating in them. Because again, you're getting in front of so many different people's audiences. So like for my social media detox bundle, there was a total of 25 contributors. So I was getting in front of that many people's, like 24 other people's audiences, but also the contributors, they were getting in front of 24 other people's audiences. And I can't remember the number, like our overall reach as far as like we were looking at email subscribers. But it was I want to say had to be more than 3,000. It was a lot. So I can't remember. I would have to go back and look at that number and I should have wrote it down. But anyways, it was a really big reach. So just thinking about it that way, you're getting in front of that many people. Now, of course, not everyone is going to check out the bundle. Not everyone on my email list or the contributors' email list checked out the bundle, but the right people did. And now the right people are on my email list. So just really thinking about it that way, like even if you don't host your own bundle, but participating in one, think about how great of a reach that is. You know what I mean? Like you can literally grow your email list exponentially just by participating in a bundle. Like I believe I shared, back in episode 99, how I was part of Letitia Collins' bundle. And I think I had over 300 people join my email list from that bundle. Have you ever grown your Instagram account by 300 in, I think the bundle was about a week long? You know what I mean? Like sometimes that takes months and even maybe a year or so to grow your Instagram following that much. And I'm participating in another one of her bundles right now. And when I last checked, it was already over 100 people. And the bundle has only been live, 4 or 5 days. So I know I'm like going on this tangent with bundles, but I just really want you to think about how that is far better use of your time than focusing solely on social media to increase your visibility and expand your reach. So that's enough about bundles. Okay, so the next two I'm kind of lumping together. I mean, it's still technically three, but they're virtual summits and speaking in front of communities. And so I wanted to lump these together because it's basically you're doing a presentation or, leading a talk, whether it's a virtual summit or speaking in front of someone's communities. And when I talk about speaking in front of communities, I'm talking about like mastermind groups, Facebook groups, different things like that, like memberships, leading trainings and memberships. So there are like different things that fall under the umbrella of speaking in front of communities. But with both of these, the nice thing is that again, you're getting in front of someone else's community and you are being really clear on like the types of virtual summits you're signing up for or the communities you're going and speaking in front of. Like you're able to guarantee that you're getting in front of your ideal clients. Because like for me, I'm not going to go and speak in front of someone's community who doesn't serve women. You know what I mean? Because my ideal clients are mom business owners and female entrepreneurs. So, like women who maybe they don't have kids yet, or they're in the planning stages of having kids, or they may not even desire to have kids, but they love what I do and they want to work with me. But it wouldn't make sense for me to go and speak to someone's community who, one, they're not entrepreneurs, and two, they're men. Like that wouldn't make sense, right? So you're really able to guarantee that you're getting in front of the right people with these types of collaborations. And I'm saying this because, like, again, with the whole social media thing, you're not able to guarantee that your content is getting in front of the right people. Yeah, they say use hashtags and do this and do that and do that and all of these things. But at the end of the day, like it's not yielding the results that you need it to yield, especially like as a busy mama, I don't have time to be testing out different hashtags and testing out different types of reels and oh, maybe I need to angle it this way. Maybe I need to do this transition. Like we don't have time for that. And so you really want to make sure you're incorporating things that you know are going to be effective, you know are going to get you in front of your ideal clients so you can really start building your community and getting your name out there. And so virtual summits and speaking in front of other people's communities are great ways to do that as well. So virtual summits, I've participated in different ones. So I've done audio only ones, which are really popular right now. So basically you either record an interview with the host or you record your training, but you only provide the audio of it. And basically the host takes all of that and they put it on a private podcast feed and that's the virtual summit. Another way you can do it is, or I've seen it done, is where you pre-record a training. So like you show your slides and different things like that. And basically for that summit, each day, like so many trainings drop, or I've seen it where they break it down by categories. And so basically all you have to do is record your portion. And then again, like with the bundles, you promote it. They usually ask you to do like 1 to 2 solo emails. And I've even seen more and more hosts do it where they like give you a calendar so you can kind of know when to send each type of email. Like this, like it's gotten so advanced and like these hosts are so amazing because they try to make it as easy as possible on you. And that's something I appreciate about hosts who think about that. Like, I want to make it easy for my contributors. I don't want them having to change nothing, create anything, or do anything extra. And so a lot more hosts are doing that, and it makes it so much easier on you as the contributor. Again, as a busy mama, I don't have time to write out my own email to promote your thing. But if you're providing the swipe copy for me, heck yes. Now, I may change some words here and there so it sounds a little bit more of my voice, but at least you're giving me a starting point, and I'm not trying to figure out the best way to promote it and whatnot. So it makes it that much easier on you, again, as a participant. And then speaking in front of communities, this is something I've been doing more of too. So I've spoken in front of mastermind groups, like talking about, the power of podcasting for your business and really leveraging it as a lead generation tool. I spoke in Kylie Kelly's Spotlight Club membership about really using private podcast and how to effectively do it. So like how to really create a strategy for your private podcast and to use it to funnel people into your higher ticket offers. I've also done like Facebook group lives and everything, like going into people's actual Facebook groups and presenting on podcasting for your business. And again, it's getting me more exposure. It's getting my name out there. People, a lot of times, especially when we think about like these mastermind communities and Facebook groups and even like the virtual summits and bundles, as you continue to participate in more and like they're focused or geared towards your ideal clients, those ideal clients are signing up for a lot of these things. And so they're getting exposed to you multiple times. So thinking about it that way too, like that is really how you increase that visibility, because you're getting in front of new people, but you're also getting in front of the same people in, different places. Okay, so speaking of that, let's get into like how they actually help increase your visibility. So as I've already said, you're getting in front of someone else's community. And there's so much power in that whoever's like hosting the bundle, the virtual summit, or whoever's like running that community, they're putting their stamp of approval on you. They're essentially telling their audience, their community, that you are the trusted expert in this field. And so that's the person that you need to go talk to if you need help with this. And so it's like that host or the person running that community, they're really helping you get your name out there. And another thing is that depending on, the setup for like the bundle you're participating in or the summit you're participating in, you may very well be the only expert in your niche. And so that's getting you like even more visibility, because so if you're the only, say, like copywriting expert, or for me, like I've been the only podcasting expert at some of these summits and, different things like that, like all eyes are on you, especially if it's a topic that people have really been wanting to learn more about. It's like, oh, yes, there's a podcasting expert. Let me go check out her session. So, really thinking about it that way, it's like you, in their eyes, you can become that go to person for that specific niche. You're really able to stand out if you're the only one in that niche talking, speaking on that specific topic and everything. So that is why oh my gosh, collaborations, y'all, don't sleep on them. They are huge for visibility and growing your community. And I'm talking about this because a lot of times I see mompreneurs, you have like this amazing offer and your messaging is on point, but you're not landing clients or you're not signing them at the rate that you desire to. And the reason why is that you haven't built your community. And I know this because that was me earlier this year. I was so focused on building out these offers and making sure that I was offering the things that my ideal clients wanted and getting my messaging down that I didn't focus on really building my community. I had nobody to sell to. So I'm putting out all this content and it's crickets because ain't nobody listening. Ain't nobody hearing about it. So I'm going to talk more about that in a couple of weeks, like really breaking down like why you need to focus on building your visibility outside of social media, and more so like why you shouldn't be relying solely on social media. But yeah, we got to have an audience to actually sell to. And in order to get that audience, we have to build it. We have to get out there and get in front of people and build that audience. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to touch on here is where to find these opportunities. So, whether you're looking for opportunities for bundles, virtual summits, speaking in front of communities, first place to start is your network. We always forget about our network, but you have women in your community that you've been building relationships with, that they see you as the go-to person for X, Y, and Z. And so you can reach out to them. If they are currently running their own membership or mastermind, you can pitch them and say, hey, do you think that your community would like to hear more about this topic? I can speak on it, and something like that. Or, if they know of other opportunities, you can ask them if there's someone who, say, is hosting a bundle or a summit, and maybe someone in your network personally knows that person. You can ask for an introduction, but you need to reach out to your network. Let them know like what you're working on, what you're trying to do, and say, hey, if you see any opportunities come up, can you, let me know about it. The next place is your audience. So this is if you like already have an audience, even if it's not a large one, but the people in your audience, they should be your ideal clients. And so you can ask them like, hey, what current conferences or events or whatnot, like, are you signing up for, or where are you finding these things? They can tell you where to look. They can tell you about potential opportunities and different things like that. And then the last thing is Facebook groups. So there are a few Facebook groups that I'm part of that are all about finding opportunities and posting opportunities for bundles, summits, different things like that. I'm not going to name them here. I will just link them in the show notes, and you guys can go check them out there. But I have found basically most of my opportunities through these Facebook groups. Now I'm starting to be invited more for different opportunities to collaborate. But when I was first getting started, I really just, these Facebook groups were it for me. I have found some really great bundle opportunities and everything like that, as well as like virtual summit opportunities and different things. Now, one thing as like a caution or precaution before I wrap up this episode, be mindful of the number of bundles and summits and different things that you sign up for per month. Because remember, you do have to promote it to your audience. And sometimes our audience can get fatigued or burnt out with us constantly sending out emails about, this bundle, this virtual summit, this event, different things like that. So be mindful of it. Because it can get overwhelming for your audience, but also can get overwhelming for you. So I recommend starting with one per month and seeing how it goes. And then from there, you can increase it. But just keep that in mind, because I'm telling you, once you get started, it's going to be like a snowball effect, because you're going to see like such great results, but also you're going to get addicted to it because they're fun. Like it's something that I've even had to work on myself, is like really be mindful of what I'm signing up for, or the opportunities that are being presented to me, like not just being quick to say yes, but really looking at my calendar and seeing like, okay, does it make sense for me to participate in this right now? So just keep that in mind as you're starting to look for these opportunities and you start signing up and everything. So yeah, that is it for, the 3 types of non-social media collaborations that you can really use to increase your visibility and get your name out there and build your community. Again, if you are looking for support with this, like really building out your visibility strategy for 2024, because That is what we're doing in 2024. We are getting visible. Head on over to mompreneur.com/Black Friday waitlist to hop on the waitlist. And when you get on the waitlist, not only will you get access to these offers first because a few of them have limited spots, but you also get access to some amazing bonuses that you're not going to want to miss out on. So go on, hop on the waitlist. All right, I'll catch you in the next episode. Mama, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to hang with me. Whether you're a podcaster ready to create podcast content that attracts her dream clients, or a mama that's ready to stop the social media burnout and simplify her marketing through podcasting, I can support you. Head on over to mompreneur.com/connect to submit an interest form so we can chat about how I can best support you. All right, Mama, I will talk to you again soon.